Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Melmarsh and today we'll look at a tutorial on Nocturne the Eternal Nightmare. For this video, it's going to include a jungling guide as well as showing you guys how to play him. To be honest, I don't see many people jungle with him in general, but in all honesty, he's a pretty good jungler, not the best, but he can jungle pretty well. And if you guys ever play Dota, he's similar to the champion Spectre. So you guys want to look at the abilities, you can do that yourself. And for like usual, I'll show you guys the skins I have. I bought the package, and the one I use the most probably Frozen Terror, the blue one, because instead of the shadow he shoots ice, so that's pretty badass. And right now I'm going to show you guys the runes I use. So you can see I use armor pen marks, attack speed seals and glyphs, and also armor pen quintessences. And my spells, I use obviously ghost and smite for all junglers usually, and my masteries are typical 21 in offense and 9 utilities. So right now let's get to the jungling guide. Alright, so to start things off, my beginner items are cloth armor and fast health pots, which is typical items you get for most junglers like Shaco and Udyr. And like usual, I asked one of my teammates to chain or unleash the golem to make sure I get a few extra hits off, just to make jungling a little bit easier. And once when the golem turns around and hits you, once you pop the health potion, and make sure you look at the health of the golem. Once around 500 health, you pop the smite, and after that you just kill him. And after when you pick off the two little lizards, should be at level 2. And the first skill you get is your W ability, which is important because it gives you passive extra 20% attack speed. And next, when you're at level 2, you get your Q ability, because with that little dust trail, you get an increased attack speed, movement speed, and attack damage. So it helps a lot in your jungling process. And whenever it's up, just cast it, and just to help you jungle a little bit quicker. Um, my opinions on Nocturne, his jungling capabilities, he's not the best one compared to Shaco and Udyr, because after the lizard buff you get kind of low. Like compared to most champions, I can stay up at least around 50%, but with Nocturne, he's I get pretty low, to be honest. So level 3 you max out, you get your Q ability again. Your first skill you should max out is your Q. So when you use your Q ability to jungle, try to do it at an angle so that you hit most of the creeps, because if you do just right in front of them, you only can hit one, but do the angle as you walk in, you hit all of them. And yeah, whenever it's up, you cast your Q ability and you move on. I usually use the health pot at every creep camp, because like I said, he goes really low. And as you can see there, bomb team just got wiped out, so I'm thinking, man, should I go gank bot? But you know, I'm gonna get red first, so now I can position myself so I can hit the lizard buff, the big one and the little one, and pop the health potion once I enter the battle, and just slowly roll it off. Use my Q ability whenever it's up, just so that extra attack speed damage. And once I pick them off, I'm at level 4. Level 4 you get your E ability, which is support for ganking because it fears. So right now I'm trying to gank bot, and bot's there's no success, but I see Ash just trailing around, so I'm just gonna pick her off real quick. So to gank with Nocturne, you just cast your E ability just to get the fear off, and once the champion tries to run away, you cast your Q, get the extra attack speed, movement speed, and a little extra damage. In comparison to Shaco, which is one of my main junglers that I play, I think Shaco's a little bit better, but he does play similar to Nocturne in the sense that you don't usually go in first or like just rush in with Nocturne, because this is like Shaco, you gotta wait in the bush, wait for the right opportunity to gank with him, know when to cast your ult, because your ult, it's not always that reliable, and that it you can mess up a lot with him. You try to go just front first and not play carefully. For this game, you can see that I picked out the weakest champion first. I try to fear the Shen while I go for Ashe, and with just both of them picked out, I go for Shen. And with the fear, cast just in case with my Dustbringer, it's not that hard to game with him. Nocturne is pretty much he's pretty OP, like overpowered, but his ult is really fun to use. But in a lot of situations, he's okay. He's pretty good. He does a good damage, but he doesn't have that much CC or any escape abilities. In case you're in a tough fight, at least Shaco can deceive out. But with Nocturne, he doesn't have that much. You can use your ult if you're lucky, like you're in a team fight, they all focus on you, and one of the enemy champions is like walking towards the fight or is hiding in the back. You can use your ult to go right there and pick up the ones in the back. Other than that, he doesn't have any escape capabilities. That's why sometimes I think that instead of Ghost, you could get Flash. just in case. Like for this team fight, you see, it's easy. His ults can use in a lot of situations where their Ashe is one of their main damage dealers. So I use my ult. I just go just straight to her, focus her down, and just take her out. But then once again, compare to Shaco, he plays a lot like Shaco, but in my opinion, I think I like playing Shaco a lot more. He has a lot more utilities to use, but Nocturne, he is still pretty good. The skill build that I use, max out his Q first, and then his E, just for the fear duration, and then his W for the attack speed. And on W, it negates a spell, so no matter what, level 1 and level 4 still negates one spell. That's the main thing it's used for. So that's what's more important. And the item build I go for Rigor's Lantern, and then Yomumu's Ghostblade, um, Berserker's Greaves, and after that it's all up to you guys. I usually go for Sunfire Cape or Frozen Mallet, just for the extra HP, and it just gives a little extra attack damage and survivability. Other than that, I usually get after that I get Infinity's Edge, and then I could trade in the Regular's Lantern for Bloodthirster, but depending on how the game goes. And after that, probably Guardian's Angel. I think Guardian's Angel works really well for most champions around late game. Other than that, yeah, I think Nocturne he's pretty good, but in all opinion, he's not really that much of a game breaker unless he farms it really well. But that can be said about a lot of champions where you farm an aim champion, they become overpowered. So moving on how to gank with them in the early phases of the game, you can either use your Q ability to cast on an enemy champion to catch up to them first, or you cast your E ability just to get the fear off to start off, and then afterwards use the Q ability as their fear to just land off, just to secure the land off, and then afterwards just keep smacking them around, and usually they die. For your ult, to be honest, it's very situational. Sometimes you use it, it doesn't work as well because you jump in and the whole team just focuses you down. Use your ult as an escape mechanism where if they're chasing you and you're a little bit farther away, you can use it and pretty much go a different direction, and they pretty much can't find you where you are. But other than that, I use sometimes I used to kill steal. Like right now, you can see that didn't really need to use on the Ramus, but I just did anyways because I don't know. I just wanted to kill and I was bored. And this game wasn't that. It's just a normal game, it's not ranked, so it wasn't that important. And to be honest, just like Shaco, I'm gonna use reference Shaco a lot because that's why I feel like he plays a lot like Shaco. Kind of play like a little wuss. Gotta always high. Gotta find the right situation. Can't just jump in like most champions do. Last thing I want to show you guys, I'm gonna show you guys the importance of picking when to use your ult and when to gank with Nocturne, because right now the fight is 3 versus 4 for us, so we're at disadvantage. So I'm gonna go in with TF. Current tower dive on one of my teammates, so I'm gonna go for Ramus first, but that failed. So I'm trying to go on Jarvan, but then I'm trying to pick up TF up first. That he couldn't kill one of my teammates because Rainer, because Sign came to back him up. So with my Dustbringer, I get double kill with that. Shot in a straight line, hit both of them, and then go straight for Lux, their CC. And with that, I got triple kill and gonna pick up the last main enemy champion, was Jarvan, and he was the most on their team. So with him picked off, most of their teammates are dead. So that's how you gank with Nocturne, guys. Always pick the right moment when to gank and whatnot. Don't go in head first. So just pick your battles. Pick when the enemy team are at a disadvantage, and you gotta exploit that. And with the background, I want to show a little remembrance to Spectre because that's part of where Nocturne came from. And with my video coming to an end, hope you guys really liked it, find it helpful, and enjoyed it. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and come back to my channel for future videos because I'm going to release a bunch more. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.